Hi guys, today I am making pickles. My husband said he had some cucumbers out in the yard for me. Look at these are huge. Not quite what I was expecting. Anyway, I thought I should make some pickles. So these do contain salt. So if you are salt sensitive or watching your salt intake, then this recipe might not be for you. I am going to be putting 2.5 teaspoons of salt in a quart jar, and so that I am going to be putting salt in here. Anyway, I'm using a mandolin, and if you don't have a mandolin, that's fine. But you're going to want to slice your cucumbers as thinly as you can, not too paper thin. I like them to be a little bit crunchy, and so let me see if I can get the right slice there. Before we begin, I like garlicky pickles, so garlic is so good for you. My recipe is usually 2 or 3 garlic cloves, but look at this garlic clove. It is huge, and so I'm thinking this one garlic clove is going to be big enough for me. I forgot a knife. I'm going to need to get a knife. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is smash my garlic. So if you've seen my videos before, you know how much I love garlic. And when I crush it, I put my hand on the non-sharp side of the knife, and I press down to crack it. Oh, this one's so big. Flip it over. I can't even crack it. There we go. All right, that will help me get the skin off, this papery skin, but it also helps to combine the chemicals in there that activate the antimicrobials, the anti-cancer, antifungal, antioxidant effects, antibacterial of the garlic. Now, to get all those benefits, we don't want to cook the garlic. We want it raw. And so that is why it is perfect in this recipe. We're not going to be cooking the garlic. So we'll get all of those benefits in our pickles. So it takes about 10 to 15 minutes for those chemicals to meld, to develop. And so I'm going to leave it sitting there. I might crush it a little bit more now that the skin is off. That is just huge. If my garlic was a little bit smaller, it would have been a little bit easier to crack. Okay, I am using a quart-sized mason jar, and I usually put about 1/4 to 1/2 of a cup of vinegar in there. We're going to keep these in the refrigerator. I like mason jars because I can see the measurements on the side. Not that I'm very good at measuring, as some of you know. Okay, so I have my vinegar in my jar, and now I'm going to fill it up with pickles, with cucumbers, there will be pickles, minced garlic. I'm going to be adding peppercorns and chili flakes and dill. It wouldn't be pickles without the dill, right? And of course, if you were making some sweet and sour pickles or something like that, that'd be different. So I'm making regular pickles. Now, I'm not using the gourd. If you use a mandolin, use your gourd. This one is so tall, I just don't think I can use the gourd with it. Let me see if I'm making these too thick. Yeah. This cucumber is so awkward. Let's see. Okay. As it gets smaller, I will start to use my gourd. Okay, so there we go. Because I did cut the side of my thumb off one time, not using a gourd. Some of us learn the hard way, right? Okay, that is a super sharp blade. Going to add the cucumber. So it's hard for me to tell you how many cucumbers to use. It should only take one medium to large size cucumber, but it may take more than that. I'm going to go ahead and add some pepper flakes. I like them spicy, just a pinch of pepper flakes. And I'm going to go ahead and add 1 teaspoon of salt. And see if I can open this. About 10 peppercorns. And then I'm going to repeat. And then I'm going to add all my garlic. And my dill. Don't forget the dill. So totally I want A tablespoon of dill, so I'm going to put a teaspoon in 3 times. That was a heaping teaspoon, so it's probably 2 teaspoons. I like a lot of dill. Okay, so let's go to, I'm using a couple of cucumbers because you can see how skinny these are. These are Soulong cucumbers. Add some more. Better put on my guard. Some of those are kind of thick, but that's okay. I usually only use 1 large cucumber, I think, but because these are so skinny, I think it's going to take 2. Oh, it fell over. So cucumbers are not only delicious, they are in season right now, very high in water content, which is perfect when it is super hot. It's in the hundreds here today. I'm in the southeast and this is in June. We're almost into July. Oh, cucumber? Delicious. All right, another pinch of red chili flakes. Another heaping teaspoon of dill. Another teaspoon of salt. I'm doing just under a teaspoon, so it's going to end up being about 2.5 teaspoons of salt. And about another 5 to 10 peppercorns there. Let's see how we're doing. Looks like I need to add some more. And we don't want to forget the best part, the garlic. All right, there's my cucumbers. Move that out of my way. Another pinch of red pepper flakes, make them nice and spicy. Another heaping teaspoon of dill. Another almost teaspoon of salt. And 5 to 10 peppercorns. And now I'm going to chop my garlic. So I usually will chop off that tough end on the end. I don't know if you can see that. And then I thinly slice it. I could throw it in there just like this and leave it thinly sliced. But I actually don't mind getting little chunks of garlic when I eat it. So I'm going to just run my knife back through. So I'm going to put the palm of my hand on the non-sharp side and just rock my knife back and forth. Go back and forth. And then it's getting kind of disorganized. I want to put it all back together so I can chop it a little bit finer. So I'm going to run when I run my finger, I don't run it on the sharp side, I run down. And I use the non-sharp side to kind of bundle them all together. Can you see how I'm doing that? Putting them all together. And then I'm going to repeat it again. Hand on non-sharp side to keep my knife stable as I rock back and forth. All right, I think I'm going to do it one more time. Put them all back together. Ooh, super garlicky. So if you have little garlic cloves, about 3 garlic cloves will do. This was just one giant one. All right, we're going to put the garlic on top. Now, these are not fermented pickles. Fermented pickles have a lot of benefits to a lot of probiotics to help feed the bacteria. This is just cucumbers with garlic and just to taste like pickles. It is not fermented. It will still feed the microbiome with the raw garlic and the cucumbers. The red chili flakes has wonderful healing ingredients in there, but it is not fermented. Now the last thing I'm going to do is cover everything with water. And I forgot to bring a lid over, but I'm going to be using either parchment paper and then a metal lid, or a plastic lid, which I try not to use plastic, but I haven't found a silicone tight fitting lid for here. And then I'm just going to shake it and put it in my refrigerator. And it will take a couple of days, and then they will just be completely immersed in those flavors. We could go ahead and eat them now if we want to, but the garlic and the dill and everything are not going to be in there yet. Anyway, here is what it looks like. It's beautiful. They taste delicious. I can't wait to eat them and put them on my salads this week. If you make this recipe, please let me know. Please comment, like, and share my videos. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, and let me know what else you would like to see and learn about. And join my mailing list. I have lots of things going on. I have a free class this week, a free challenge going on, a Facebook group this week, and I would love for you to join us too. Anyway, make these pickles, let me know, and enjoy!